biggest problem is when people put out clothes in black bags and they get clothes and duvets, things like that, work clothes within them. Sometimes customers leave stuff out overnight if it rains, they get soggy and
We operate on about 99.5, 99.8% of everything that we collect is recycled. Because basically, if we can't recycle it, we don't collect it. So it's very, very pure products. We put out 6 or 8 wheelie bins of rubbish per week that makes its way back here. It's very efficient system. Well, for the total waste stream, the recycling rate should be just short of 50% this year. We're in the top 10 in the country on the figures that looks going that way. And that's a mixture of curbside collections, bottle banks and paper banks, and the organic waste that's composted, and all organics and cardboard are composted now. So with that mixture, we should be touching 50%. Yeah. That's a problem for us because it's almost turned around and bit us because we're too efficient and the councils have always strapped for cash. The councils have always strapped for cash and the government targets, we're exceeding the government targets. So the council, the accountants within the council are saying, well, do we really need to be spending this much money if we reach the targets? So, obviously you know what our argument's going to be. So that's a slight problem. So it
really just what type of materials
I see. Plastics. What we're constantly asked about is plastics. We can sell mixed plastics, that's not the problem. The problem is the logistics of us collecting them. We collected PET, which is your lemonade bottles, your cider bottles, which is a big bulk. It would increase our volume on the vehicles by 50%, but it would only increase our tonnage by 5%. And we just haven't got the capacity or the money to put on enough trucks and staff them for that kind of volume that would bring in that sort of income. It's just not feasible at this time. We're constantly looking into ways to do it, but we just haven't found a way of doing it. So plastics is the big one. Right. Can't say a lot about organics. Mark might be able to, but that's not us, that's district council, so it's not our big stuff. That's district council doing that. Just briefly, all the households in Devon have a brown wheelie bin, and they put garden waste, kitchen waste and cardboard into that. The council collects that on a fortnightly collection with a refuse collection vehicle. And then it goes into a purpose-built in-vessel composter up at Broadpath near Willow, and there it's composted. So that's not to do with us, that's just how the system works. We would like to manage it for them, but they haven't let us. We'll see. I'd recommend talking. It's a company called Beardo that look at the system. Mark's been to see it. He says it's quite interesting. If you are interested in that, so I'll have a look. We thought it was a much better plan. But ours would be collected weekly, and theirs is collected fortnightly. Our argument is that people wouldn't really want kitchen waste sat around for 2 weeks. As it is, the complaints that they've had is minimal really. It's been operated throughout the summer and they haven't had any complaints. So the system's working for them, so we're happy to go with that for a while. We would like to operate it for them, but we're really lucky in Devon because we've got very forward-thinking council that will work with us as an organisation and see the other benefits of working with us, the innovation that we can bring to the council. It's a good relationship. Very lucky. It's not easy. Any more questions? No, that's your job over the next sort of 5 years. It's going to give them a good kicking because they won't listen to us. The packaging industry is a nightmare. It's totally profitable focus. So they're not interested in the product that they're providing. They're interested in providing as many packaging products as possible because there's a profit margin on each layer of packaging. What you've got to remember about all that packaging is that it's not free, we are actually buying it. And it is a big problem. When we started, we used to laugh because we're one of the few industries that want to do ourselves out of a job. If the packaging industry and the supermarkets are getting their act together, there'd be no need for us. So it's very ironic that we want to do ourselves out of a job. Recycling is quite low down on the hierarchy of refuse, reuse, repair. You can get quite down before you recycle. So we're quite low down the waste hierarchy.